All right, we are going to get started now. So I'm Juliet. I'm a world ambassador here at Stetson. And today we're going to be talking about Chile. I studied abroad there in high school, and I hope to study abroad through Stetson. I haven't gotten the opportunity yet. Um, but a lot of study abroad opportunities are opening up now, so check them out. COVID is not as much of a barrier now with traveling. There are things happening, so check it out. Yeah, so we'll just get started here. Okay, so a little bit about Chile. Here's just the geography, little geography lesson. This is in South America, um, and this is Chile here with the super long coastline, tons of beaches. Okay, um, and you got it. Um, So in Chile, here's just some more of the geography. Chile has the beautiful Andes Mountain range, and it borders Chile and Argentina, and it forms much of the border between those two countries. Beautiful mountains, super cold, and it also is home to the driest desert on Earth, the Atacama Desert. Yeah, and Chile has over 4,000 miles of coastline. um, it it's an impressive amount, maybe not so much to us Floridians because we have like over 9,000, but still tons of beaches. And so Santiago is the capital of Chile, and this is where the La Moneda is, the big government building. Um, so yeah, and it is like it it houses over like a third of the population of Chile. So um, Chile is very centric around Santiago. Um, and it's a beautiful city, super old. You can see in the picture to the left um, the the difference in architecture over time. So there's like this very modern building next to this super old building, and that's something that's really cool about Santiago is you're walking along and it looks like older. I think someone might have their feedback on. I don't know. If that's you, try to mute yourself.
You unmute Juliet.
Okay. Is that me?
You have to unmute now.
What do I have to do?
Hang on, 2 seconds.
You muted yourself. You muted yourself.
Okay. So sorry about that little technical thing. Okay. So Chile again is the capital, or Santiago is the capital of Chile, and it has like a third of the whole population there, and super old city. And you can see in the picture to the right that the mountain range surrounding the city. It's gorgeous. There are a lot of like lookout places, so you can look out on the whole entire city. It's very beautiful. It does also cause some issues like pollution because the mountains tend to trap it. Um, but yeah, it's super cool city, big center of business in the country. And this is Valparaiso, another one of the major cities. It's on the coast, and it it's gorgeous. These like murals that you see here are all over the entire city. So there used to be a ton of graffiti in Valparaiso, and then the city tried to like embrace the artistic expression, and they started paying artists to do all these murals. And it's gorgeous. It's super fun to walk around. So much to look at. Yeah, so beautiful city. It's on like a mountainside. And so super hilly. There are all these like pastel buildings, and then they have all the murals. And it's very much a city of the arts, a lot of local artists, a lot of super good food, super fun to walk around. Another really cool thing about Valparaiso when we visited, so there are a ton of stray dogs, which is an issue in and of itself, but the dogs are very friendly there, and they will, like, if a group of people come into the city, one of them will kind of watch over you, um, and will stay with you the entire time. It is very cute, and the dogs are so used to the city life, they actually cross at crosswalks, which is super funny. Um, but yeah, super cute, fun city to walk around. Think of like San Francisco, but the culture is different, but it is very much a center of the arts. And here is Easter Island, just off the coast of Chile, and it's famous for um, these Rapa Nui and these stone figures. We don't know a ton about the history behind these and how they ever got there, but they are ancient and they were very cool. I didn't get to visit when I went, but if any of you ever goes, I would definitely recommend. Okay. And here are some pictures from Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar is close to Valparaiso, also on the coast. Um, and it is a port city. It is their main port city. Um, yeah, and so here's some pictures from that. There is a lot of wildlife that we got to see there. You can see the little seals on the side, super cute. And here is Concepcion. Concepcion, Chile, is in further south, south of Santiago, and it was originally a mining town. So when I went, we got to go into one of the mines, which was very cool. It is also home to a really good university, Universidad de Concepcion, a pretty famous and old university. You can see right there in the smaller little hexagon. Um, and then when I went, I stayed at Thomas Jefferson STEM School in Concepcion. It was a great experience getting to meet the kids. It is a bilingual school, so it was easier to communicate with the students, but you'll find a lot in Chile that the education system, the public education system is lacking very much. And so this was a private school. But while we were walking through cities and stuff, we did see more of the public schools, and the difference is very obvious. And the difference in opportunities for students is um, a little concerning and upsetting, and it's a hot topic there right now, especially there's not enough funding to schools. Most classes have around 40 students. Um, and yeah, so that's like a very political issue right now, as is like when I went, it was in 2019, and the government was considering eradicating history classes in schools, and there were a lot of protests about students demanding that they have those history classes because of how important they are. Um, but yeah, um, both both public schools and private schools do teach English, as do many other countries, because English is so essential in our world right now. So yeah, their English is amazing. There's a lot of the students know multiple languages. Very cool. This is a small little town called Pomare. Um, it's super cute. So you can see the like all the sculptures and stuff. So it is just like an arts town. And they make, if you see the cute little pig figurines to the right, they are called chanchitos, and they are they are like little good luck charms. So if you notice, they have three feet instead of four, and so they are meant to be a sign of good luck, because um, if a pig can stand on 3 feet, they must be lucky. So a lot of people carry them around in their pockets or something, like good luck on a test. Yeah, but the artists there were incredible. Um, the ceramicist I'm talking, they would like take a clump of clay, and in 30 seconds they'd have a bowl that was like perfectly formed. So it was super cool to watch, and they taught us some of it, let us try it out, but super cute little town. So here's some of the food. This is always a good section in our culture hours. So you can see right here the cookies. I guess I'm gravitating toward the desserts. These are alfajores. They're like soft cookies on the top and the bottom, and then sandwiched in the middle is what's called manjar. It's like kind of like dulce de leche, not exactly the same, but it is absolutely delicious. It's used in a lot of their desserts. Yeah, super good. And then you can see there's sushi here, which might seem like an odd one. Because Chile has so much coastline, they have great fish, so they make a lot of sushi. And they actually are the #1 consumers of sushi in Latin America. It's everywhere when you walk around, and it's so good. It's usually fried and has cream cheese, tends to be a popular one, but they are delicious. And then to the bottom, you can see sopapillas. Those are like fried dough, like thin fried dough. Super good to like dip things in. Yeah, and then you can see to the left, the drink is mote con huesillos. So this one I've heard mixed things about it. I haven't actually personally tried it, but asking a bunch of the students, either people love it or they hate it. So at the bottom is like corn, and then like it's like a peach drink. So it's an interesting combination. So there's like, you can see the like peach inside the drink, like floating up at the top. Yeah, some people like it. It's a very unique flavor. And it's very traditional to Chile. And then in the bottom left, there's a picture of my friends and I. When we went, we were all vegetarian. And in Chile, they mostly eat meat. Like, so we were very excited to, in Santiago, we were able to go to a vegetarian restaurant, and we were relieved because we had been living off of lettuce for 2 weeks, and so we were very, very excited. But yeah, it's a very like meat-based food system. And then music and dance. I'm going to attempt to share a video with you guys. So the traditional dance in Chile is called cueca, and you can see in the picture here, but I will try to show this video with you. Let me just see if I can figure it out. Okay, we're gonna see if this works. If you can't hear anything, please let me know. Imposible, imposible, las problemas, sin la pena. So I'm hoping that worked okay. Okay. Okay, so back to the presentation. So a little bit more about music. So one of the most famous artists in Chile was Victor Jara, and he's been talked about a lot in the media lately because of some political events. But his music has been popular for many years in Chile. So we'll listen to one of his most famous songs, and I will try to technically do this again. Let's see, just be patient with me. All right, we're gonna try this. Let me know if you can't hear anything.
El derecho de vivir, poeta Ho Chi Minh, que golpea de Vietnam a toda la humanidad. Ningún cañón borrará el surco de tu arrozal, el derecho de vivir en paz. Indochina es el lugar más allá del ancho mar, donde revientan la sol con genocidio y napalm. La luna es una explosión que funde todo el clamor, el derecho de vivir en paz. Canto universal, cadena que hará triunfar el derecho de vivir en paz. La ra ria, la ra ra ra, la ra ria, la ra ra, la ra ra, la ra ra ra, la ra ra ria, la ra. Es el canto universal, cadena que hará triunfar el derecho de vivir en paz, el derecho de vivir en paz.
Okay, so yeah, so that was one of Victor Jara's most famous songs. It's in the English translation would be "The Right to Live in Peace." Yeah, and so in I believe this was in 2019, but this so sorry. Okay, so here is a video just showing, so these are people at a protest singing this song, and so Victor Jara's song El Derecho de Vivir en Paz. This song has been used not only in Chile, but in many places around the world as a protest song. So here you can see there were thousands of people gathered at this protest, but it's very cool to see all these people playing it. So I will share this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to the presentation. Um, okay, yeah, so very famous song, and that brings me to another place that I visited while I was in Chile. It is in Santiago. It's the Museum of Memory of Missing Persons and Human Rights. So um, the existence of this building, this museum, is actually still controversial in the country. But it was really cool to see a lot of like historical things going on here. But just like mini history lesson. So um, Chile had Salvador Allende was a president in Chile, and he was voted in, and this was during a time of like a lot of tension around the world with communism and capitalism and all that tension going on, and a lot of countries did not like that he was a socialist president, and that he was voted in, and he lasted, I think it was like 3 years in office before there was a coup, a major coup that it was found that the United States assisted in, but it caused a lot of turmoil in the country. So Augusto Pinochet was the new dictator. He was eventually voted as president, but he was originally the person put in place after Salvador Allende was killed. And during the period that Augusto Pinochet was president, which was lasted 8 years, many people went missing, including Victor Jara, who was later found to be shot 50 times. But yeah, many people went missing. Almost everyone I talked to like knows someone that went missing or was tortured or was like missing for a while. and then eventually was found. But like with most situations, the numbers eventually, originally, are very low. Like it was said that it was only 1,000 people, but now it's getting to be upwards of 10,000 in estimates. But yeah, so that was a very tumultuous time and wasn't that long ago. So this museum, because because this was so recent, it is still, people aren't sure about it. But it was very cool to see. It was probably one of the most important things I think we did on our visit. Yeah, so now we're gonna do a little language lesson. Um, so I'm gonna talk to you about like each of the words, and then like we did last time with Katie's culture hour on Russia. If anyone would like to try saying the words, they're welcome to do so. Just like raise your hand, and I'll call on whoever wants to try it out. I put in here like more like slang words to Chile because I figure like a lot of you on Stetson campus, you probably already know a little Spanish. It's a pretty popular language, so thought I'd teach us some slang. Okay, so the first one's ciao. This one's fairly common, and it means goodbye. It's more used as a greeting in general, but in Chile, no one really says adios. It's always ciao. So would anyone like to try it out? You're welcome to just raise your hand and I'll call on whoever. Paul, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one for the team.
Cool.
I guess just ciao.
Yeah, this one's a good, easy first start.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Anyone else?
What word are we saying?
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So that's goodbye. So instead of saying adios or whatever, or hasta luego, you'd say ciao. Yeah, okay, we can move on from that one. Okay, so the next one is very, very Chilean. It's cachai, and I heard this one all the time when I was visiting. So cachai is like, did you catch it? So people would say, as like an English speaker, this I heard this all the time because my Spanish wasn't great. It's still not quite up to par, but people would say like Chileans tend to speak very, very quickly in Spanish. So they say like a long string of sentences and then tack on at the end, cachai, did you catch it? So they talk really fast and then be like, did you get it? Usually my answer would be no, but yeah, very common thing to say. Would anyone like to try it out?
I'll say it.
Okay.
Oh, for real? I'm sorry. Good job.
Kachai. Yeah, perfect. Anyone else?
I'll say it.
Yeah, I'll say it too.
Okay, go ahead.
Kachai.
Goodbye.
Yeah, perfect. Nice. All right. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So the next one's pololo or polola. And this basically means like boyfriend or girlfriend or a couple. You'd say, oh, pololos. So if you see a couple around, it's not typical that like native Chileans would be like pololos, but we thought it was such a cool word. We would say that whenever we saw a couple. But yeah, would anyone like to try that one?
I'll do it. Pololo.
Yeah, good. Yep, pololo. Anyone else? Cole?
Pololo.
Yeah, nice. All right. Does one more person want to go?
Pololo.
Good. Awesome. Okay, we'll move on to the next one now. Okay, the next one's Weon. So this one, you heard it all the time, especially walking around the city. And so this one, you actually have to use quite carefully because with people that you know personally, it's like more of like an endearing term or like you're joking around, you're Weon, and yeah. But if you say it to someone you don't really know, it can be taken as offensive. Yeah, so you have to be very careful about this one, but it's Weon. If anyone wants to try. Yeah, Alex?
Way on.
Nice. Ayana?
Way on.
Yeah, cool. Melanie?
Yeah, you mentioned that if like depending on how you use it, it could be offensive. And I'm Puerto Rican, and there's a word very similar to weon that is like kind of bad if you were to tell someone that. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's interesting the parallels with other countries. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. You have to be super careful, especially like being non-native and visiting. You have to really learn how to figure out when it's okay to say. But yeah, perfect. Okay. Um, and the last one is taco, el taco, and that is traffic. So a little misleading because you would think the food. Um, yeah, so does anyone want to try? This one's pretty easy because I'm sure we have all said the word taco before, but it's more like taco.
El
Yeah,
taco.
Michael?
El Taco.
Nice. Sweet. Essence, would you like to go ahead?
El Taco.
Nice. Cool. Isaac? Um, I guess your hand's down. Michael, would you like to try it? All right. We can move on from that one then. And pay attention to these words because they may or may not be in the Kahoot and the trivia at the end to win a football jersey from Chile. So next I'm going to talk a little bit about the study abroad opportunities that we have to Chile here through Stetson. So again, I haven't personally been able to go on any of these trips, but I've read up on them and they go to a lot of the same places that I went. So most of them have excursions to Valparaiso and Viña del Mar and Easter Island even, where I didn't get an opportunity to go, but I hear it's very cool. So these type of programs are all affiliate programs. So the way that works is you apply through Stetson, but then you apply directly with that company. And all the financial situation is dealt with through the affiliate. So you pay whatever their fee is. But then you go abroad and you work with Stetson to get like academic credit for the time that you're there. And yeah, so we have 3 different programs that are currently running. And so one of them is the CIEE Business and Culture Program. And all 3 of these programs are in Santiago, but they do, again, like I said, travel to other cities and give you the opportunity and time to do that, which is very cool. So Santiago, again, is like very much a business center. So this business and culture program, if we have any business majors out there, it's a really good program. A lot of good opportunities for learning in the business field. And then we also there's a CIE liberal arts program. So if you are not a business major and you are interested in going for like say any of like arts and sciences topics like majors that we have here at Stetson, that would fall under that program. So there is something for everyone. And then there's also IES health studies abroad. So yeah, so you'd be working more, doing some like shadowing with doctors, and then again like health sciences classes in Santiago. Yeah, and so you can like if you're interested in any of these programs, you can check out more about them from our world site. So it's world.stetson.edu. And you can filter through the programs and see what the requirements are, and fill out your application directly from there. And we also have peer advising hours. If you check out our world site, you can schedule those as well. So if you're not sure where you are in the study abroad process, or if you have any specific questions, you can schedule a meeting with one of our world ambassadors, and they will be happy to answer any of your questions. And if we don't know something, we will connect you with someone that does. Yeah, so they're good little appointments to have if you have nitpicky questions, but also if you just know you want to study abroad in general and you don't know where or how you're going to figure it out. Yeah, so definitely check that out. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so I see that there were questions in the chat. Kate, another World Ambassador, Katie, is here helping me out. And she said someone asked what the difference between taco and traffic is. And taco is just a slang word for traffic. They don't actually. I never had a taco in Chile, so I don't know that would ever be very confusing. Yeah. And then let's see, were there any more questions? Okay, and then someone asked about one of the pictures on the slide. Going the wrong way. Okay, so someone's asking about one of these pretty pictures. And so the picture at the top, this is in Santiago, and this is actually from one of the programs that I just that is listed on here, and is the university that you would be attending. Very pretty. Yeah, so that is in Santiago. Okay, and then I see there's one more question about the cost of study abroad. That varies so much. We do have scholarships available. So we have the World Scholarship. The application deadline's coming up October 15th, I believe. So if you're thinking about studying abroad soon, look into that. And there's a ton of outside scholarships. World always advertises them. But the financial situation depends on what type of program you choose. If you're interested in the Chile programs, those are all affiliate programs. So like I was saying, you'd pay whatever the affiliate fee is. But there are definitely other opportunities, exchanges, and faculty-led programs are other options. Yeah, so I would recommend scheduling a peer advising meeting to learn more about that. There's not really a typical cost. Sometimes you can go for free, and sometimes it's like a couple $1,000s. But World will work with you to figure it out so that everyone gets an opportunity to go somewhere. So the next question was if Chile is popular for surfing, and it actually is fairly popular. I didn't get to see it a lot because we weren't like at the beach a lot, but yeah, it is a great place to go surfing. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, I would recommend studying abroad in Chile. Let's see. Paul, did you have a question?
I was just gonna also add to that. I feel like most of the South American countries on the coast are good for surfing because I went to Peru in the summer, and there was a
Yeah.
lot of surfers there. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then Chile has even more coastline, so I would presume there are a lot of different places you can go. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. There's another question. What was the question? Oh, okay. Cool. I think if that's all the questions we have, if you have any more questions, I apologize. It's very loud. Big storm. So if you have any more questions, feel free to keep typing them in the chat. Katie, like I said, one of our world ambassadors is here with me, so she can help me out with that, answering all of those. And yeah, now we're gonna try to set up for the Kahoot. Yeah, and so let me flip back to here. So there's one prize. I know there are 3 jerseys on here. Soccer is a big thing in Chile, like it is in a lot of South America. So we thought this would be a good prize for that. And so whoever wins the Kahoot will get to choose one of these jerseys, and we will send it to you. And whoever the winner is, please email us with your address or your unit box number for Stetson, and we will make sure we get that to you. I'm gonna figure out how to do this Kahoot. Okay. Someone said in the chat football. Yes, it is called football. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me know if you can't see the pin number, but it's just in there. Type it. I'm sure you all have done a Kahoot before, but kahoot.it if you haven't. And then you'll put in the ID number. And we'll get started in a couple minutes.
Planeta Mercurio y el año de la serpiente. Signo patente tatuado y en mi frente que en el vientre de mi madre marcaba el paso siguiente. Nacer llorar sin anestesia en la camilla. Mi padre solo dijo es Ana María. Sí sería el primer llanto que me probaría, que mandó las heridas y dándome la batería. Solía ser entonces como un libro abierto, pero leí la letra.
And if anyone's wondering about cultural credit, in just a couple minutes, around 3:50, 3:55, Katie is going to drop in the chat the Google form to fill out. So make sure you fill it out so you get that cultural credit for being here. All right, we're gonna get started in just one more minute here. So if anyone else isn't in yet, feel free to join us so you can try to win that jersey.
Cordillera que miraba la salida, la parada militar de paso monótono, colores policromos, los uniformes de poco tono, de tono mi cuestionamiento, la voz y sonó, no, mi primera rima que sonó y me enroló. Mi búsqueda no fue para mi cosa de escenario, fue algo necesario y que marcaba ya mi fallo. Así que tú hablas más de lo necesario, fue cuando entendí que todos quieren ser corsarios.
All right, it looks like everyone that's gonna join is in here. My Wi-Fi is giving me trouble. Okay, here we go. So where is Chile? All right, nice. Most of you got that one. Right, let's see. Nice job, Brant. Right. What is the capital of Chile? Nice job. Most of you got that. Yeah, Santiago is the capital, and it's fitting because it houses a third of the entire country's population. So, yep. All right. The Chilean flag has one star and is all right, sweet. Red, white, and blue. Yes. Nice job. The most famous desert in the north of Chile is called. Chile is very, very cool in its geography because of how diverse it is. They have super dry desert, and then they have the Andes Mountains, and yeah, so much coastline. Very cool. All right, the Atacama. What is a good luck charm in Chile? Nice. It looks like most of you remembered that one. Little chanchitos. They are very cute. Three-legged pigs. All right. Nice job, Alex. Highest climber. What is the traditional dance of Chile? All right. Looks like we tricked a couple of you there. It is the cueca. Which mountain chain borders Chile and Argentina? I mentioned this earlier to give you guys a heads up. See if you can get it. Nice. It looks like most of you got that. It is the Andes Mountains. Nice job, Megan. Answer streak. To say goodbye in Chile, people say. All right. Yes, it is ciao. Where is Chile's Congress located? This one's a little trickier. Yeah, so it's actually Valparaiso, which is interesting. So Santiago is where La Moneda is, which is where the president is, the executive branch. And because Santiago has so much of the population centralized there, um, they decided that it would be better to have some of the government buildings be dispersed around the country. So the Congress is actually in Valparaiso. So yeah, it's a tricky one. All right, what does taco mean? Nice job. It looks like most of you got that one. Maybe I should have given it to you both because you're not actually wrong. But there's that. Yeah, taco is slang for traffic. Nice job. All right, it's true or false? Chile is the biggest consumer of sushi in Latin America. All right, nice job. All right, let's see who the winner is. Nice job, Taz and Colin. And the winner is Diego. So message me. I will leave my email in the chat and just shoot me a quick email. And then I will send you the options for jerseys so you can pick one out. Yeah, so don't forget to email me that so you can get your prize. And to everyone else, Katie is going to put the cultural credit in the chat. So don't forget to fill that out so you get credit for being here and learning all about Chile. If anyone has any more questions, I'll hang out here for a little bit. So just feel free to let me know.